They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Get it.
Rudolph looking to throw it. And Brate, the tight end's got it. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Goff. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Clelin Ferrell just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Goff now looking to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Clelin Ferrell able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
64, weak.
Kill.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that will be incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Hit it.
Watch 50, watch 50. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Greystone, travel.
here we go again. Whip, 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 whip.
Hit it.
Here comes a first down throw from Rudolph. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running right, here's Brown. Now Brown, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll run on first down. It's Brown. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Second and 9 at the 20-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check.
Now a give, right side. It's Brown. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now Rudolph. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Now Goff on first down. The open man here, Renfro. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here.
Check 31, check 31.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
First down, Seattle.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's gone. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Let's go.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. And they're going to go with the jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
He's scared.
Goff. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His 9th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Dexter Lawrence able to get him for a loss of about 3. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
2nd down. Here's an option right. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Back to throw, Rudolph. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
61, matchbox lights. Ready?
They go play action here on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. It's caught. Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Amari Cooper hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
On first down, Brown. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 43 yards. And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Rudolph looking to throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run it here with Brown. About 3 yards there to the 27. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Hey.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go!
I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
12.
Mike.
Whirling.
From the gun, here's Goff. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Here's Rudolph. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Protein spill.
On third down, it's Brown. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. He's got the connection to Cooper. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
5.
53 is the mic.
5.
Rudolph following the fumble recovery. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but it'll be 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Hey, Orvin. Hey, Jessica, go.
Rudolph now to throw. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go. Let's go.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
General West.
They will toss to Brown. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Malcolm Brown, his third touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown.
Now looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Gone. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me.
Hey, wahoo! Get it.
Looking to throw on second down. Rudolph. Got him in. It's Brown. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Malcolm Brown with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Again, it's Mixon. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Hey, come on now, come on now. Switch.
Hold on. Check.
On first down, it's gone. And Diggs has it. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at their 49-yard line.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. Goff now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
He's checking crap.
Hey, Shell.
Check 53's mine.
On third down, Mixon. He's going to be very close to a first down. Good running, but looks like he's a yard short. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
All day, dog. Check 3.
6-6, bullet high.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Hit it.
It's run.
And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Ready, set.
53, Mike. Check the outs.
Go.
Check.
Big rip.
Throwing on third down, here's Rudolph. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
Hey, exit.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Bring it.
On first down, it's Rudolph. Open man is born. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Check 4.
They'll run on first down. Brown. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
64, weak.
Watch the shift, watch the shift. Kill.
5.
From the 50, it's Rudolph. Open man is Michael Thomas. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
That's good for Eagles.
This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Brown. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 16, Rudolph. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Number 53, Mike 53. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 1st down, gone. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. On 1st and 10, gone. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now gone. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off play action. Here's Goff. And he's able to find Diggs. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. Goff now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The tackle there by Fabian Moreau. 2nd and 5 now. Goff. Herndon's got it complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll give it to Mixon. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that will get him 1 closer. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now a give, right side. Brown. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rudolph. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead, or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Rudolph. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
DC. Check 55 to Mike. Night, sweetheart.
80 weapon.
Here's Goff. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here then?
No, I don't. Especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch this.
Protein spill on the
On the ground with a tight end. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
It's 3rd and 10.
Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check.
General West.
Check. Lucky.
Five.
On 3rd down, it's Brown. And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The punt team on now as from their end zone they get it away. Yeah, that'll cross midfield here, not by much. Out of bounds just on the other side of the 50.
At their own 49-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Here we go.
Mixon with a first down carry. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now gone. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Ready, ready.
50. Let's go, D.
Ready, ready.
They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue.
Loss of a yard.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because